Hello, Yankees Nation! Welcome back to your go-to channel, New York Yankees News Network, your #1 source for everything happening in the world of the Bronx Bombers. Today, we have a jam-packed episode filled with breaking updates that just came to light a few hours ago. From concerning injury news to unexpected career twists and thrilling spring training performances, this is an episode no true Yankees fan can afford to miss. But before we dive into these crucial updates, let's take a moment. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an important Yankees update. All right, let's get straight into it. Update 1. A new concern for the Yankees' rotation. As the season inches closer, the Yankees find themselves staring at yet another setback in their already injury-riddled starting rotation. Clarke Schmidt, a pitcher the team has been counting on to step up this season, has been scratched from his scheduled start against the Toronto Blue Jays due to shoulder soreness. Manager Aaron Boone revealed that Schmidt had been experiencing discomfort in his recovery and, as a precaution, will not be making his expected appearance on the mound. Instead, he will throw a bullpen session as the team closely monitors his condition. For Yankees fans, this news feels like yet another punch to the gut. The team is already reeling from a devastating blow to its rotation, with Gerrit Cole out for the season after undergoing Tommy John surgery. Adding to the crisis, Luis Gil is sidelined for at least 3 months due to a lat strain. That leaves the Yankees desperately clinging to the arms of Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, and Marcus Stroman, while the battle for the 5th rotation spot continues between Carlos Carrasco and Will Warren. Now, in theory, missing a single start in spring training might not seem like the end of the world, but the problem lies in the bigger picture. Schmidt was expected to take on an even larger role this year, especially with the current state of the rotation. With just 10 days left until opening day, the Yankees are facing a difficult balancing act. Ensuring Schmidt is healthy enough to handle his workload while also preparing their rotation to be battle-ready for the long season ahead. What makes this situation even more concerning is Schmidt's history of injuries. He has never completed back-to-back full seasons in the majors. Last year, he impressed with a 2.85 earned run average over 16 starts, proving that he has the potential to be a solid mid-rotation arm. But injuries have always been his biggest obstacle, even before this shoulder issue. He had already entered spring training dealing with lingering back pain, so what happens now? The Yankees must make a tough decision. Do they push Schmidt forward and risk aggravating his condition, or do they hold him back and risk beginning the season with a dangerously thin rotation? Neither option is ideal, and that's exactly what makes this such a nerve-wracking moment for the Yankees and their fans. This latest setback is just another harsh reminder of how fragile this team's pitching depth has become. Injuries have completely reshaped what was supposed to be a powerhouse rotation, and now the Yankees must navigate yet another roadblock on their way to opening day. That's the first major update of the day. What do you think? Should the Yankees take a cautious approach with Schmidt, or should they push forward and hope for the best? Let me know your thoughts. Update 2, Joey Gallo's stunning career move. From slugger to pitcher, the baseball world woke up to an announcement that no one saw coming. Joey Gallo, the former Yankees slugger known for his towering home runs and, unfortunately, an even higher number of strikeouts, has made a decision that has left fans completely stunned. After being released by the Chicago White Sox, Gallo took to social media and revealed that he is planning to transition into a pitcher. Yes, you heard that right. Joey Gallo, the power-hitting outfielder, now wants to take the mound. The announcement was met with a mixture of shock, confusion, and, for some, even a little bit of excitement. Gallo has no professional pitching experience, but he did pitch in high school, even throwing a no-hitter at one point. While that might seem like an interesting footnote, let's be real. It's been over a decade since then, and the transition from hitter to pitcher is far from easy. For Yankees fans, Gallo's name brings back a flood of memories, most of them not very pleasant. His time in New York was nothing short of a disaster. The Yankees acquired him in a mid-season trade in 2021, hoping his left-hand power would be a game-changer in the Bronx. Instead, Gallo struggled mightily, batting a mere .159 in his 2 seasons with the team. His inability to make consistent contact and high strikeout rate turned him into a punching bag for fans and media alike. It got so bad that Gallo later admitted he avoided going out in public in New York because he didn't want to hear the criticism firsthand. His time with the Yankees was arguably the lowest point of his career, and he was eventually traded away, bouncing from team to team in search of a fresh start. Unfortunately, things never really improved for him. Now, after struggling through another disappointing spring training with the White Sox, where he managed just 2 hits in 20 at-bats with 11 strikeouts, Gallo found himself without a team yet again. That's when he dropped the bombshell he would attempt to reinvent himself as a pitcher. The reaction from fans has been mixed, to say the least. Some are skeptical, seeing this as nothing more than a desperate attempt to stay in the league. Others, however, have pointed out that Gallo has a cannon for an arm, and in his prime he was ranked in the 95th percentile in throwing velocity, averaging close to 94 miles per hour on his outfield throws. Could he actually make this work? It's a long shot, but crazier things have happened in baseball. If Gallo can refine his mechanics and develop even a basic pitch repertoire, there's a chance he could carve out a new role for himself as a reliever. But whether teams will take a chance on him is another question entirely. For Yankees fans, this whole situation is almost poetic. A player who once couldn't hit the broadside of a barn in pinstripes is now trying to make a living by throwing strikes instead of missing them. Will it work? Only time will tell. That's the second major update of the day. What do you think? Does Joey Gallo have any chance of making it as a pitcher, or is this just another desperate attempt to extend his career? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Update 3. Yankees secure a 7-5 win over the Rays, the rise of Ben Rice. Spring training games may not count in the standings, but for players fighting for a spot on the roster, every at-bat and every inning pitched can be the difference between making the team and heading to the minors. In Sunday's matchup against the Tampa Bay Rays, the Yankees showcased their offensive firepower, securing a 7-5 victory in a game that highlighted both promising young talent and lingering concerns. The biggest story of the game? Ben Rice. The Yankees' young slugger has been flying under the radar, but that may not last much longer. After a slow start to spring training, Rice is finally finding his rhythm, and against the Rays, he made a statement. Slotted in as the leadoff hitter, he stepped up with a 2-hit performance, including a crucial 2-run home run in the 4th inning. His swing looked stronger, more controlled, and the extra 10 pounds of muscle he added during the offseason is clearly making a difference. But Rice wasn't the only one who impressed. Jasson Dominguez, a player the Yankees have high hopes for, continued his impressive run, crushing a solo home run to left field in the 6th inning. With each game, Dominguez is looking more and more like the future star the Yankees envisioned when they signed him as a teenager. Meanwhile, Oswaldo Cabrera also delivered a dominant performance, collecting 3 hits, including a home run and an RBI. With his .333 batting average this spring, he is making a strong case for regular playing time once the season begins. While the offense put on a show, the Yankees' pitching was solid but not flawless. Brandon Librant got the start and worked 3.1 innings, allowing just 1 earned run while keeping the Rays' hitters off balance. Sean Boyle, another name to watch, followed him with 4 strong innings, striking out 4 batters while giving up only a single run. The Yankees' injuries have forced the team to look internally for solutions, and so far, the young players have stepped up in a big way. The front office is watching closely, and with performances like this, some difficult decisions will have to be made before opening day. With Giancarlo Stanton sidelined indefinitely, players like Ben Rice, Dominguez, and Cabrera have a golden opportunity to seize a bigger role on the team. And if Sunday's game was any indication, they're more than ready for the challenge. That wraps up today's Yankees updates. From Clarke Schmidt's shoulder setback to Joey Gallo's shocking move to pitching, and finally, the rise of young Yankees stars like Ben Rice, Jasson Dominguez, and Oswaldo Cabrera, it's been an eventful day for the Bronx Bombers. What are your thoughts? Should the Yankees take a cautious approach with Schmidt, or is it time to start exploring trade options for more pitching depth? Do you think Joey Gallo's pitching experiment has a chance of succeeding? And most importantly, who do you see as the biggest breakout star for the Yankees this season? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, if you love Yankees baseball, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. This is the New York Yankees News Network, and we'll see you in the next video.